November 3rd. Today's Monday. It's hard to believe that it's the same Monday that we woke up and did our thing this morning. When we get up and we do our morning practices, so much happens in a day that it's like a little disorienting sometimes for me. I think, is it still the same day? Are we like, where are we? Okay, if you are joining us, welcome. If you're joining us on the replay and you want to join along and use the worksheets that we use, you can look in the box below here and you should be able to print out the PDF. Somebody else was mentioning a couple of weeks ago that they couldn't print that out. If you copy and paste it, that link is the PDF. So you just copy out the link to either the spiritual neutral practice or the Christ-based practice, and you put it up in the browser, and then that will take you to that PDF and you can print that out. Unless if you want to get a workbook, we have workbooks too, but you don't have to purchase a workbook. You can just grab one of the worksheets. So whatever works for where you are. In the evening practice, we're coming back into relationship with God again and kind of looking at our day. What were you led to do in the morning, and how did that go? Where were you able to stay with what you were led to do, and then where did you kind of take a couple left turns? We all are going to take some left turns every day. And so you want to see where those left turns are, and you want to begin to refine those with Christ. And so let's take a moment and just look back into our day. I'm sorry. First, let's start by arriving in the place where we are seated. And as we take a moment to arrive in the place where we are seated, we want to notice which part of our body feels the most held by our seat. Where do you feel the most held by your seat? And as you notice where you feel the most held, we want to go ahead and write that down into our journal. And as you are noticing that, take a moment and see what is the quality of support that you feel. What is the quality of support that you feel? Can you guys feel that quality of support? Can you guys feel that who are here with me live? Oops, sorry. We're being invited to repeat like we did this morning, that really slow, I don't know how you guys got on mute again. Can you guys feel your quality of support? Somehow I had you on mute. We want to be able to receive that quality of support into the full emotional sensory core, just like we did this morning. We're doing that really slow movement down. And then from that place, we then want to take a moment and notice, what are the things that went well in your day today? What did you notice? Then as you're noticing that, we want to take a moment and we're going to notice, what is the thing in that list that stands out the most? And then from that place, we want to notice, what is the thing that that is the gift that is flowing to you through that circumstance. Then you want to take a moment and notice what challenges are still in process. And we're taking a moment to allow those challenges to be fully held in the support that God has given us, both in the gift that we were receiving when we first sat down, and also um, in the aliveness that is coming through the things that went well today. So those gifts from God, from the universe, depending on how you're languaging that connection to the divine, those gifts are the aliveness that is holding the challenges. So you're bringing the challenges in, the things that are still in process, and you're just allowing them to be held in that safety and in that grace. And just noticing what it is that God is sharing with you about your day today. If there's any other insight, any other thing that is helpful for you to be aware of. Then you're taking a moment to notice what are the things that you can do tonight for yourself. Is there a list of things that you can do that will be helpful and supportive to your nervous system or for your household tonight? Is there anything that stands out for you guys as we are coming to the end of our evening practice that you would like to share?
I'm just kind of blown away that we actually had the overflow. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Now I can.
Okay. It seems like the overflow practice from this morning was like days ago.
Mm-hmm.
The sense of time and everything that happened throughout the day, nothing like dramatic, but a very nice, calm flow of things, and a strong connection with nature.
Mm-hmm.
Just sitting and watching the birds. That was amazing. So, even though there are definitely things that triggered me and that I'm working on sitting with, there was a sense of peace and smoothness about the day. And I'm thankful for that.
Yeah, me too. How about the other participant? Is there something that you want to share?
I don't know if I'll articulate it well because it's so new, but something I'm really grateful for. There's no separation. I think you may have touched on this a few days ago, or maybe it was just yesterday. I'm not sure.
I know. It all gets all.
I think maybe you mentioned this on the video I did this morning. I'm not sure. Anyway, I think that I've definitely been struggling with practicing a very avoidant attachment style for a while
Mhm.
now, and that's not something I wanted, but it was pretty prominent. And are you still there?
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
I don't want to get into the story so much as the gift.
I'm sorry. I don't know how to get this. There we go.
This concept of oneness conquers idolatry.
Mhm. Yeah.
And my gift was, Grace, I'm not only am I there for you above your other relationships, but I'm also present in your earthly relationships.
Yep.
And that means so much.
Mhm.
And there's a new kind of genuineness.
Mhm.
We're free to be ourselves when we're relating first to Jesus, when we have that source of strength within us
Mhm.
that we, and there can also be no separation.
Yeah.
It can overflow everywhere.
Yep.
And I'm really grateful. I mean,
Yeah.
we both felt it today. There were some breakthroughs over the weekend, but we both felt it this morning. Just we were doing chores and doing things and very busy, but we had a minute to connect, and it was like, thank you for showing God's graciousness to me.
Yeah. Well, and it's just amazing because it's like just the beginning, because that relationship gets deeper and deeper, and it is completely yours to pursue. As much as you invest into it, you get that much more out of it. And there's nobody that can keep you from being able to do that. And I think that's the thing that's remarkable. These classes can help to enhance and deepen and give you some other somatic skills and things like that. But the power is not in these classes. The power is in your connection to the divine, how you experience that and how that speaks to you and how you are in relationship with that all the time. For me, the divine I experience as Christ-based. So it's Jesus and the Holy Spirit and God, and it is so much more relationship than religion. And I also see it working for people who are not naming it that. So it's just this beautiful and amazing mystery. And
Yes.
yeah,
And I never stopped believing, but I really couldn't feel the connection for a very long time. And
yeah.
I'm just so grateful.
And that's the power of somatic work, where we can really amplify that and we can deepen that. And there are fundamentals to the somatic work that are universal. Like it is just, these are skill sets. And as you strengthen these skill sets, it's going to amplify your connection to the divine. And that is like universal. And the other universal thing is the wholeness, that it's making, positioning us to become whole, but it's also positioning us to become whole in the body, whole in our relationships, and to be a reconciling piece for all those relationships. So anywhere that there's division, that's where we're going to be invited to bring this living connection, this living capacity for rest and peace and slowness. So it's the most powerful thing. Tonight I was watching, while I was doing some laundry, I was watching some Instagram, and I started getting all these Instagram stories of the new president in Mexico, who's a woman, and watching their inauguration of her, which was just so cool. And then in Ireland, they're having this woman who is, I think she's currently running for president. I'm not sure if she got it yet, but listening to her speak and how she was talking, there's just so much like upwelling of wholeness and people bringing that living peace into relationships. And there was another man too in, I don't know what other country he was in, but he was also just talking about the importance of peace. And then I was watching the Nobel Peace Prize winners talking about, I mean, it's just like my algorithm must be giving me like really cool stuff because it's all different cultures and what is happening in all cultures around the world, not just the United States. And it was so comforting to see that, you know, our country is moving through the active integration of living conflict. Like the conflict is out in the open. And so that's good because we can bring living peace to that conflict and we can stand in these principles. Principles are 100% consistent. But I think for me, the biggest thing that Jesus has really invited me to bring forward is that we have to set that relationship with our divine as primary first. We have to be able to rest in that in our nervous systems first. We have to come rested to whatever experiences and relationships we're facing. We have to be fed and nourished and slow down. And if we can apply those principles and then so that we have the capacity in Christ to embrace the conflict, then that is how we do wholeness. But the mistake that I made, and I was talking with somebody else about this earlier, actually twice today I was talking about this, is that I used to run at it. I used to be trying to get everything done and let me just hurry up and get through this. And some of the things we're invited to do when we're walking with God is scary things. We want to just get through it. And what he's saying is that you can radically trust rest, and you can radically trust slowness, and you can radically trust authentic communication. And these things are, I think, the pillars of what we need to walk with God. So I'm very excited. I'm excited about tomorrow morning's practice, and I will send you the links for this one that we did this morning. It was only two things. It was a rise and shine and a 4 a.m. practice. So I'll send you those. And I'm just really thankful. I'm so thankful for this. And it's just remarkable. So big hugs to you guys. It's good to see you. And hope you guys sleep well.
Thank you.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.